Aloha mai kako, me vilina mai I Ross and Found. Another day at Waikiki. Let's check it out. Okay, not bad today. Start off in men's 5'6". Got our second pair of LeBron 22s that we've seen here. And then men's 7, we've got a pair of ACGs and some Dunk lows with the suede. Okay, and in men's 8, possibly best one today, got a pair of DTs. First DTs I've seen in this store. In men's 8. Okay, men's 9.5. Pair of LeBron Witnesses. I may have shown those before, I don't know. And a pair of these blue Zions. Much of the Zions? 60, not bad. All right, and I scoured the entire women's section. The only thing that I found that was new were these 11.5 Air Forces with the croc print and the gum bottom. Not bad, kind of big though. Aloha mai kako, me vilina mai I Ross and Found. We're at Ross Kahala. It's Mother's Day. Hopefully it won't be too busy in there. Let's check it out. Let's start off in the small sizes. A pair of the Currys that have been showing up. And a pair of Forces, both in men's 8. And still in men's 8, we've got a pair of Nike Hyper Quicks. There's a few of these pairs, and there's a couple in Waikiki too. I wonder what they're for. Another pair of Currys. Oh, and here's a clearance item. These Nike combat boots for $44.99, size 9. A pair of these Tuskegee Terminator highs. And a few things in men's 10. Some Zoom X's. A pair of the Eyeball Collab Jordan 37s. And some Roshi Golfs in size 10 for $29.99. Not bad. Better than $60, which I've seen no other pair being sold for that much. And another men's 10. Some Terminator lows, red and gray. We're in men's 11 to 13, but these are 15. Some Adidas Trails. Got a pair of Nike ACGs in men's 12. Pair of 10.5 Infinity Runs, and a pair of men's 12 Adidas Crazy Chaos. Wouldn't you know it, my other half hates the name Crazy Chaos. Imagine that. Thinks it's horrible. And in men's 10.5, a pair of Infinity Runs. Okay, a couple things in women's small sizes. These size 6 Wheat Forces have gone on clearance for $37. And these white Forces with the gum sole on 5.5. Okay, and in the larger women's size 10.5, another pair of the gum Forces. And then a third pair, size 12. Size 12. And then finally, we got a pair of these Nike Super Reps in size 10. Yep, I think I'm going back to fighting for content at Kahala. Aloha, it's me from the future again. This next clip is so short you could blink and miss it. Check it out. Okay, no fresh footage on this trip. It was kind of spare in there. However, I did end up getting these Air Max 1 Golfs size 10 for $25. So that'll make a nice quick flip at least. Today's Mother's Day. Let's check it out. Okay, it's kind of active today. People are moving stuff around. Let's start in the big section. 13 and up. First thing I found, size 15, pretty big. Some books. Then in size 12.5, these weightlifting shoes for $70. Got a pair of Jordan, what is it, 39s? Size 13. And pair of Freak 4s in size 13. And then in size 12, these yellow waffles. A pair of white and gray Witnesses. And in men's 10.5, got a new colorway of the Vertebraes. Still in men's 10.5. Ecliptics 2000 stuff. So all the Y2K stuff's coming to Ross now. Vomeros, all that. Okay, and in men's 10, we got a pair of turquoise Air Max 1s. There's a couple pairs of these. And there's even more pairs of these mid-cities over here. They're kind of all from 10 down. I think there's another one over here. And in the beginning of men's 10, there's a pair of Supernovas, pretty cool. In men's 9.5, some trails. And this is interesting. Sperry Pleasures Collab. Weird. $25. More mid-cities. Then in men's 9, here's pair number 2 of the turquoise 1s. $70 though, a little too expensive. Some blue waffle Cortez looking things. We've seen these at Kahala. And second pair of Freak 4s, all men's 9. And in men's 8, got another pair of those blue and yellow Cortez waffle things, but possibly the fanciest Team KDs I've ever seen. Interesting. And the small sizes are kind of spare. But we got a nice pair of 90s in size 6 men's. I was heading downstairs and I've seen these really, really tiny pair of TNs. They're like an 11 kids, but they're being sold for $70 as a men's shoe. Garbage. Besides these size 15.5 ladies dunks over here, it's actually kind of dry. But from what I'm hearing the folks saying as they're buzzing around today, a lot of these shelves are half empty, but like purposefully half empty looking. Almost as if they're doing some spring cleaning and planning a huge drop. So maybe I'll check here tomorrow, or maybe I'll miss it. Maybe everything will get stocked and taken today. Size 6 Cortez, nice. I'm in women's 9 right now. There's a pair of these Fenty Easy Riders, I think. There's a bunch of these, not just in size 9. I'll show you. In women's 10, pair number 2 of the Easy Riders. And some Pegasus Trails. Pair number 3 in women's 8.5. And in women's 8, different Fenty pair. Puma Suede XL. I remember when these first came out, I really liked the colors. If it was bigger, I'd get it. This size 7 row is probably the best example of what I've been talking about. They cleaned out the whole top section. There's huge chunks missing over here. Lower section for the 6 and 6.5. So I think I'm here just a little too early. I think I'll check this place out tomorrow. I try not to come day after day, but it looks like they're gonna be restocking soon. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. All right, mahalo everyone, see you next time. Aloha mai kako, me vilina mai irasin found. We're back at Wykes. Was my hunch correct or did I waste gas? Let's find out. And the verdict is waste gas, but that's okay. All right, so we got a pair of those fluffy dock slippers. Some of those ACGs we saw at Kahala. Got a pair of Air Max Alpha Trainers, size 15. And these Polo Sports have gone on clearance, $34.99 for size 12. Well, that was quick. These size 7 dunks from a couple days ago already on clearance for $41. And another pair of Polo Sports, size 7 this time, for $39. And just as a disclaimer, it's not like this place is completely empty right now. Like the KDs are still here, the DTs are still here, Candy Corn's still here. Got some blue KDs over there. Python Jordans in size 8. So there's stuff, it's just nothing, no new stuff. That was a waste gas kind of day after all. The shelves remained empty. I saw one empty with the restock cart, however, There wasn't anything really good on it. So, you know, no worries. Better luck next time. All right, this is Ross and Pound. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one.